tropics. He notes that models that these scientists generate can't explain why there hasn't been a warming since 1998, in spite of increasing levels of CO2 in the atmosphere since 1998. Temperatures taken in the US, Midwest in the 1930s, which was discussed in the last class, show higher average temperatures than today. Singer says that surface temperature data is polluted, if you will, by the heat island effect that Mr. Freeman talked about earlier, and he freely admits that they're adjusting the data.
Yes, Dan.
And for... It's my time. I don't interrupt you.
That's true.
And poor surface temperature thermometer placement, so the data that we're using is polluted. It's not credible. Since 1979, no warming, then a sudden jump in temperatures in the 80s, or the late 80s, early 90s, and then over the past 10 years, a flattening again. No models show this 10-year flattening. So again, they generate these models that I discussed last time. In 100 years, conveniently, we'll all be dead when it's time to grade the paper. Okay? None of us will be around to see if it's right. It's always convenient. Again, massive changes, paid for, of course, by the U.S. taxpayer, as always with the left. That's how it is. The United States is going to pay the bill to clean up the world. Okay? Yet again, and I mean, and you people know, if you look at our debt, okay? Another big bill, another big leftist scheme. Okay? This global warming. On top of this Obamacare, okay? Everything's a crisis from the left. Everything requires money. Everything requires government regulation. Okay? Again, there is skepticism. There are scientists. Okay? Again, you know, the church. Imagine Galileo, people. Remember when Galileo put forth a controversial idea and how the accepted science reacted. Okay? Don't forget that.
You try and twist my words so eloquently, but before we even embark on that journey, let's talk about the scientist, the one scientist who actually was a Virginia professor for a while. I think he's 93 now. Which isn't to say that his ideas are as archaic as some might believe, but MIT has come out within the last couple of years with a fantastic study that not only refutes all of Dr. Frederick Singer's data in terms of the stalling of our warming and what is causing specific components of glacial increase in specific locations, but MIT has developed a system of looking at our ocean temperature data, which changes the modeling and completely discounts what Frederick Singer says. That's through peer-reviewed journals. That is irrefutable as of now until science comes along and comes up with new evidence to the discussion of climate change. In other words, we are warming, and we have been warming beyond 1998. The trend has continued upward. Okay? Now, there was a lot of passion that came from Mr. Gutt after referencing notable Virginia scientists of old, right? But that passion is not followed with evidence or discourse that is coherent. So let's get back to some of the logic behind anthropogenic climate change. Humans, indisputably, are putting a huge percentage of carbon dioxide into our atmosphere. We are also putting a tremendous amount of methane into our atmosphere. Those are greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases warm our planet. Period. End of story. Or is it? See, that can only create a small amount of warming, and then we have natural feedback loops that change how much our sun heats our planet through melting of the ice caps. So what we end up having occur is that humans create a small amount of warming, and then we have feedback loops that perpetuate that. So we have glaciers receding.